Well, good morning. Bear with me here a little bit. I got myself a new computer a couple months back. I think I sent you an email about that. And there's still features on it I still haven't explored, and this cybercam is one of them. So I thought I'll give it a shot this morning and say hi to you in person, although I'm still trying to figure it out. There's a zillion little features on here about creating artistic effects, and that's not me. I just want to get a basic recording down, make sure that it's recorded okay, and then send it on to you. Well, it's Sunday morning, and what is it, the 17th, and I haven't heard from you in a while, so I thought I'd say hi and touch base, see what's going on. I'm curious to see how your fall has been. I know you had a new schedule with some schoolwork and working part-time, so let me know how that worked out for you. I guess that you'll be ending the semester next month. So is that going to be it as far as school goes, or are you going to do some more after that? I guess a lot of it depends how well you did, but I hope that you're able to move on to something that's more enjoyable for yourself. And what have you thought about us in terms of college? Have you more or less focused on a particular career path now? And is there a certain college you want to go to? What are your thoughts? And if not, so be it. Take some time off. Anyway, you're at a great point in your life where you got the whole world ahead of you and you can more or less pick and choose what you want to do. So I wish you the very best in whatever you decide. Okay? So, Christmas is coming up, and you remember I sent an email to you a while back. You've probably forgotten, but it was a suggestion for you in terms of Grandma Karen. I know she's getting tougher and tougher to get something for her because she pretty well has everything she needs. So do I. And just buying things just for the sake of buying things, it's not where it's at anyway. But that's one item I think that she might, if she hasn't already gotten one, you may have to subtly check and see if that's the deal or not. But that's one thing that, if she doesn't have one already, that she could probably really utilize. And it would be an enjoyable activity for everybody to start getting some of these old photos, saved to disk or to a cloud. So they'll be there for everybody later on when you get more interested in, our past and our various family histories. It'll be there for you. Otherwise, these pictures are just going to, get gray and curl up, and the colors are going to fade, and before you know it, that's it. So I'm kind of glad that Alex and I got together and did some of his, like I said, because it was the same situation with these little slides that, just get brittle with time, even though they're in nice storage boxes and dust-free and no light and all the rest of it. But still, it's, that's one of those things. So, yeah, he's doing pretty well. He bit the bullet after my nagging him a little bit more. Seems to be my job to nag him. Well, I'm the older brother, right? And he's the kid brother. So, he redid his bathroom, which was quite a relic from I don't know how many decades back. But he gutted out his bathroom and expanded it, made it bigger. And did a really nice job. It's got a beautiful tile floor, and it's so much more spacious. It's got a nice small vanity in it, and there's actually room to turn around, whereas before you basically had to almost back in. So he's really happy. It's one of these really dirty renovation jobs where, you start ripping and tearing, and then one day you look at it and say, oh my Lord, what have I started? What have I done? I used to have a functioning bathroom, and now all I have is bare studs, and I don't have a toilet anymore. It's just, geez. But everybody goes through that when they renovate, and when you finally finish and you look at the end result and you think about the way it used to be and the way it is now, then then you're happy. So he's happy. So that was a big thing for him. So, and he's, like both of us now are settling into winter because, as you know, winter isn't very conducive for outside stuff. I put my garden to bed. Being the first year for a garden, I'm still, building up the soil. And since I don't till, I just layer things on top of the ground in layers, like they call lasagna gardening, basically. It's a type of soil creation. So I've got layers of, I did a cover crop of ryegrass and buckwheat, which ended up being about that tall. Very, very lush, very green. It puts in a beautiful network of roots. So I covered that with a good heavy layer of leaves and some manure, horse manure. Next to Alex's, there's a lady who has a couple horses. And she just keeps piling up the manure and doesn't know what to do with it. And I thought, boy, So when I was down there last time, I got a couple bins, plastic bins from her, and I spread that on top of the leaves. And so now it's got a good layer of rottable organic material, which will add to the soil for next year's garden. So that's the story in that. And I'm already thinking about next year, of course. That's gardening for you. Once you get the gardening fever, it doesn't stop. I mean, this time of the year, the seed catalogs are already starting to arrive, and oh boy, you go through those and oh yeah, I'll have some of these and I'll have some of those, and then before you know it, you've ordered way too much stuff. So I've got to keep that in mind. Anyway, so I hope you have a nice holiday. I'm doing okay. Now that I'm fully retired, I have a little bit more time on my hands, which I've been filling productively. I've been doing a lot of studying, a lot of reading. My interests are, I'm always interested in new things, and there's a lot of things happening out in the world right now that I'm really interested in. Besides the things that I've mentioned in the past, about the condition of our Earth and the disasters that are happening all around us, and the fact that they're saying life on this planet is basically it's on the way out. So, and then this business in Japan, and this business with the local hurricane in the Philippines and the Near East, and conditions here in North America. There's 1,000 things to be, involved in. Not to think negative about it, but just to be aware of what's happening in the world around us, and to make a positive contribution to the best way we can. So that's where my thoughts are. And I'm still focusing on self-improvement. I'm still working on trying to reprogram myself. Because, the more I study and the more I learn, the more I realize that we are all, to a greater or lesser degree, conditioned by society. And that's such a great degree to what makes us what we are. I was brought up very male, left-brained conditioning. If you study anything about the brain, you know that there's a left hemisphere and the right hemisphere. The left hemisphere is the abstract, analytical mind, and the right hemisphere is the intuitive, emotional side. And people who are artistically talented are in touch with their right side. people like myself are hammered into left brain thinking. So I'm trying to undo some of those blocks. And it's a major undertaking because it goes back to conditioning to when I was an early kid. Right back to, age 2. So that's my focus right now on myself. So, it's an ongoing battle. My health is not the best. I've had some recent episodes with the numbness in my feet is getting worse, so that I'm now stumbling and falling quite a bit. And it's affecting my driving because I'm having trouble finding the brakes because I don't have any feeling in my feet. I've had a couple close calls driving, and it's a real wake-up call for me. So I'm not sure if I can resume my scooter next year or not. I have it in storage right now, out of the weather and warm, and it's paid for until the spring. So I'll have to decide that when spring gets here. I don't know if I'll be able to resume with that or not. If not, I'll sell it. So that's where I'm at. Anyway, say hi to everybody for me, and I'll try to touch base with you before holidays. Okay? Bye-bye for now. Love you.